Hey guys, welcome back to Fandoms with Isabel. I'm really sorry about last week's video. It was my first video. It was really bad. I was rambling on and stuff, but I was really, kind of disappointed in getting subscribers yet. But I kind of understand that because it's really bad videos, so all that. For this video, I'm gonna do a Dragonwatch review. So in case if you haven't watched any of my videos, which I only have made one. My name is Isabel. This is my new YouTube channel, and so let's just get on to the video with my Dragonwatch review. So on to the Dragonwatch book review. So the book is written by Brandon Mull. If you ever read the book Fablehaven, he wrote a series called Fablehaven. So for this review, there might be some spoilers to that series because this is the sequel series, the first book in the sequel series for it. So there will be some spoilers, some tiny spoilers for Fablehaven, but if you don't really care about that, let's just get going. Or if you already read Fablehaven, you can keep watching. Or if you really do care about spoilers and you're actually planning on watching the book, reading the book, then you should probably not watch this video if you care about spoilers and all that. So let's just get going. So the book Dragonwatch, like I said, is the first series. It's the first in a series called Dragonwatch in a sequel series for Fablehaven. So Fablehaven ended like a little while ago, and this recently came out in March. So I actually read this book. I read it a few days after I finished reading it. After a few days after it came out. Now, only since I got my channel, now I can make a review on it. So if you've ever read Fablehaven is about these two kids named Kendra and Seth. Kendra's like 14 and Seth's like 12 in the first book. So they go to visit their grandparents during the summer, and while they're there, they find out that their grandparents are caretakers of a magical wildlife preserve for magical creatures. So like it has stuff like fairies and naiads and brownies and all that sort of stuff, which is really cool. And throughout the 5-book series, it's 5 books. They go and they find out all about the different creatures and learn all about it and go visit other preserves and all that sort of thing. So, and this is the sequel series called Dragonwatch, where we find some of our favorite old characters like their grandparents and Kendra and Seth themselves and Bracken, which is from the 5th book, and all that sort of stuff. So if you've ever read Fablehaven and you really enjoyed it and you've ever read Dragonwatch yet, I would totally recommend it. So what's Dragonwatch about? So in the 4th Fablehaven book, Kendra and Seth go to a dragon preserve. I don't know if that's the proper name. I think it's like, yeah, it's like a dragon preserve called Wormroost. And, like I said, Wormroost is a dragon preserve, and they go there in the 4th book and go on a big adventure and all that sort of thing. And they never really, it's basically the dragon preserve is basically what it says it happens. It's the only, dragon preserves are extremely dangerous, extremely rare. They don't, so they're pretty, dangerous, and they have, like, dragons and giants and all sorts of other dangerous creatures you wouldn't see in a normal preserve, which has a bit more, calmer things. So, like I said, so in Dragonwatch, Kendra and Seth go back on a big adventure back in Wormroost. So apparently, in the end of the book, 5th book, Wormroost gets a new caretaker, and I really don't know who the caretaker is. It's kind of confusing. It's really confusing. It's kind of confusing who the caretaker is, but all I know is not completely mortal. You have to, which is part of the rules of being a caretaker at Wormroost. You have to be mortal, not immortal, a-mortal. That's 2 words, immortal. So you can't. So since that happens, Kendra and Seth go to Wormroost to become assistant caretakers, and to help out there because they're having some problems. Because here, I'll read you the description of the book. So it says, in hidden dragon sanctuaries of Wormroost, Celebrate the Just, King of the Dragons, plots his revenge. He has long seen the sanctuaries as prisons, and he wants nothing more to overthrow his captors and return the world to the Age of Dragons. When he and his kind reigned without borders, the time has come to break free and reclaim his power. No one person is capable of stopping Celebrator's dragon form. It will take an ancient order of Dragonwatch to save the world from destruction. Long ago, Dragonwatch was a group of wizards, enchantresses, dragon slaves, and others who could find the majority of the dragons in the sanctuaries. Nearly all the original Dragonwatch members are gone, so the wizard agreed to reach out to get Grandpa's swords of help. As Kendra and Seth confront this new danger, they must draw upon their skills, talents, and knowledge to battle against forces and their supernatural powers, and breathtaking magical abilities. How will this epic dragon showdown end? Will dragons overthrow humans and change the world as we know it? So as you can see, sounds pretty exciting. Now you may be wondering why Kendra and Seth are the ones to become assistant caretakers. Well, the reason is, it's because if you've read Fablehaven, then you know that in the 4th book, Kendra and Seth discovered that together they can become a dragon tamer. A dragon tamer is somebody who can be in the will of a dragon without feeling the effects of a dragon. And the effects of a dragon is will radiate fear, will make your mind go blank, not blank, but be all clouded up and stuff, and make them be frozen in fear. Seth, he can move around while in the presence of a dragon, but he can't. But his mind is all clouded up. And Kendra, her mind is clear, but she can't move. Sometimes she can talk to the dragon, but most of the time with adult dragons, they can't. But when Kendra and Seth hold hands together, they become a dragon tamer, and they both can move and have their minds clear. So that's one of the reasons why the two of them are dragon tamers. Even they're dragon tamers. That's one of the reasons they became, assistant characters of Wormroost. So pretty much this book is all pretty much talks about this, and shows their adventures. It mentions some of the old characters a little bit. We get introduced to a couple of new ones and learn a bit more about older ones, like the assistant, all the caretakers, helpers at Wormroost. You'll get to learn more about them and all that sort of thing. So yeah. So how would I recommend reading this book? I would totally recommend reading it because I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed it. But how would I recommend reading it? So you can read this book without reading the first 5 Fablehaven books first. You can go and restart reading this book without reading the first 5 Fablehaven books, and still understand and pretty much get the idea of what's happening and pretty much understand everything. But I would recommend reading the first 5 Fablehaven books first. In case you're wondering, this is not the 6th Fablehaven book. It's just a sequel series, but it's kind of the same thing. I get really annoying. People are like, it's the 6th Fablehaven book. It says right here, a Fablehaven adventure. Not a Fablehaven book, Fablehaven adventure. Even that's here, book 1, Dragonwatch. Anyway, don't have that many rants there. So, when you're going to read this book, read the first 5 first, because then you can understand everything better and know who all the characters are, because it mentions one character, Coulter, who's not around anymore. And if you've read Fablehaven before, you won't know who Coulter is. You're like, who's this Coulter dude? And when you're reading it. So read the first 5 first, and then you go and read Dragonwatch. But like I said, you don't have to. I recommend doing that first, because then it's easier to understand. So there we go. That's my review. Thank you so much for watching my video. Sorry if I rambled a little bit. I think I did a pretty good job this time, since I was just doing an honest review instead of just going off and rambling about my channel and how everything is going on like I did my last week's video. So please like this video if you love Fablehaven and book reviews, and I'll do more. I'm planning on doing a whole bunch more. I have some theory videos coming up, all that sort of thing. Please comment below what your favorite fantasy book is, or if you read Harry Potter, no, not Harry Potter, if you read Dragonwatch, what you think of the book, and if there's anything I missed out in this video that I should have said. If you have read Fablehaven, please comment below which one's your favorite Fablehaven book. Personally, my favorite is the 5th one, but apparently the 4th one's a lot more popular, which I can totally understand. But I personally like the 5th one better because I have my favorite characters introduced in there, Bracken, which I'll talk more about later. Please subscribe for more book review videos like this. If you want to find out more about my channel, go to last week's video, which is me sharing my favorite inspirational quotes and talking about my channel and what it's about, or you can just go read the description.